Damn.
I don't want to be a sporadic guy.
There is a thing, and I'm trying to write a joke about it actually. And I do use podcasts to work on bits. So
I'm just gonna. We have a live audience.
We have a live audience.
Yeah.
Well, coming to the stage,
but
my
it's like
best
I don't
friend.
have it. Yeah, but it's like it's the best way to like.
Yeah. I use podcasts to steal other people's material. So just go ahead.
And it's not documented, so you're all good.
What did I just say? Oh,
you use podcasts
it's
to do
about
bits.
guys now. Like there was like this whole thing of like there's toxic masculinity, and then we went way too far in the other direction.
Yeah.
And then now there's this like Joe Rogan, Jocko Willink, David Goggins, like
Trevor Wallace,
like
yeah,
Trevor Wallace.
Yeah, same three guys, yeah, all bald, same three guys. Johnny Sins, yeah,
and like guys like they're all high performing, and like guys are like I don't need my like enterprise rent-a-car guy to be in ketosis. Like it's gross. Like why
I'm
are
selling you on a Camaro. You're like, I get it.
Who are you? Who's this for? Like why does every TSA guy have cauliflower ear for no reason?
Funny.
Like, it just kind of like about that like whole thing, and you go to work, like you open like the office break room refrigerator. It's just like L carts. It's just so it's too much. But where am I going with that? Oh, and just the idea of like what guys, even when they do feminine things that they have to make it masculine. But I want to do a joke about how like no guys hate being tricked. Oh, this is under a trans section about being afraid of being tricked. Men are afraid of being tricked. Like whenever a guy gets when a guy gets surprised afterwards, he gets so mad.
100%.
Yeah.
So what is that? It's like, fuck.
Because you're vulnerable. You look like a bitch.
You look like a bitch.
I literally,
so you have to overcompensate by being like, fuck.
Yeah.
It's like there's this TikTok account where a guy hides in a bush and he just pops out at people. It's called like Arkansas Bushman.
Right.
And he does that, and every guy goes like, oh, fucking swear to God, I would have, because with the lady, and they have to like,
because they showed weakness by being scared.
Weakness.
You got scared by a ficus plant. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
there's a moth in the shower. And
it's
you're
fight
like,
or flight.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how much therapy you've gone to, when that happens, you're not like, greetings, my brother. Why would you do such a thing to escalate my heart rate? He goes, oh, fucking dude, you're lucky you didn't catch me on a fucking Tuesday. You fucking idiot.
But you're lucky you caught me fasting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I've had that
I'm so tired, dude.
I had a girl do that. I opened the door and she popped out like she was coming over. She's like, hey. And I was like, what the fuck? Oh, Jesus, I was trying to have fun. I was like, yeah, fucking trying to fucking lose your neck, dude. Fucking relax.
But also, you also showed that you're bad at danger because
it's also good.
Here's why. Because you thought it was obviously scary enough to go, but you didn't run away.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? As scared as you were, you should have, like, just ran. And you didn't.
Yeah, but it's like we spend...
It just happened so quick.
This is going to sound so... I don't know, but I think... I'll just speak for myself. If I'm being super honest, I spend so much of my time trying to be strong that when there is a crack of it, then I get upset that I showed anyone how I really feel.
Did all that time at Planet Fitness wasted.
Word, because it's like I spend. It's also like I'm also like not like a big person, so all my friends. I play sports my life, so all my friends are big. So it's like I'm spending the whole fucking childhood like, nah, I'm fucking huge. So then when there is a moment where I'm not, then I'm like, oh fuck, I just revealed to everybody actually how I feel inside.
How's that
and
working
that's when
out
I get,
for you?
Well, bad.
People are literally making millions and millions of dollars just saying how they feel inside.
No, I know.
It's now the most lucrative. Like, it's so funny to me that like it's now the most lucrative thing you can do.
And people relate to it.
But no one wants to hear a girl do it. They only want to, like, this is your time.
Yeah, we're going to cut you out of this episode. But
I'm saying no one wants to hear a girl be like, and I didn't feel good, and then I felt jealous.
Can I say why?
Because men have to prove, like, men have to prove they're vulnerable on podcasts, and women have to prove we still have to prove we're funny. So guys,
fuck, that's
Wow.
So
Dax Shepard's just like, I'm nervous, and everyone's like, yeah, there's not the money.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. But what is the inverse? Do you think the inverse is funny, or do you think the inverse is like stoicism? Do you think
big word.
Do you know what I mean? Because essentially we're painting with a broad brush here, but like women since the dawn of time are like, I feel. So the inverse, and men are like,
it's only pretty recently that women were able to say that without getting hit in the face.
Oh, God.
I think like 15 years, 20 years.
That's a long fucking time, dude.
2007, the Bush era. Jesus.
Women have been like fucking venting their feelings. They're like, I'm having birth in the woods and it hurts. Like, Jesus, shut up.
Just
fucking die in childbirth already.
Give me the kid. That's all I want.
Next to it, and you're good.
I want to make sure it's mine. If it's not, I'll just kill it.
Ew, no, he has a bigger nose than me.
I mean that they do make babies do look more like the father for the first year so that they are less likely to kill them.
Shut your mouth. Is that like an animal thing or us thing?
Us. You know when in chimps, because we're chimps, but when babies are born, like, you know, they always, like, even if it's a girl, they look like exactly like their fucking dad for a year.
God.
And then they start looking like the mom. So that the dad is basically motivated to stay around when she's her most vulnerable.
So I didn't look like my dad at all.
Because dad left.
Yeah, it was funny.
Dad is gone.
It was definitely funny.
But he's back now?
Yeah. He
went to Florida, found himself, and now is connected.
He went to Florida, found a better tax arrangement.
100%. Dude, listen to my dad. He lives in Texas and Florida.
Yeah, the guy, he knows. I mean,
he knows the money thing.
We're dumb in California.
Yeah.
Losing
It's called
money.
Good business.
Yeah.
Good father,
good
bad
business.
Oh
yeah.
I'm sorry,
That's a
but
great
he taught you to be
special
good at
title right
business.
He really did.
Everything that my mom, when I look back and I'm like, my mom neglected me and she was never around and she was always busy and she was a workaholic and she was like I had in my head that she was this like social drunk that always just wanted to be with her friends. And never me. And she would take me to Bloomingdale's. She worked at Bloomingdale's, Tyson's Corner and White Flint.
Shut up.
Yeah. She did PR for those Bloomingdales. So after school every day, I'd go there. I lived in those malls growing up.
God, dude,
that's
so wild.
And isn't that weird? I know.
You're just like, all these memories of that mall are like
it's
flooding.
so boring to
stealing?
No, I got caught stealing in Wheaton Plaza.
What
How
plaza?
old are you? Yeah.
Wheaton
Plaza.
Wheaton Plaza?
Wheaton Plaza. Dude,
That's
what
Plaza. It's not a plaza.
I didn't say Plaza.
You said Wheaton Plaza.
I heard Plaza.
Thank you.
You're off the Monster Energy.
You have
drink.
cauliflower.
It is getting to your head. Do you know what they put in there?
You have cauliflower ear, I think. That's why it's fucking covering up. You can't hear my shit.
I definitely
honestly,
have CTE.
All right, so hilarious. Okay, so sorry, I cut you off. Your mom, social drunk.
No, but I'm now getting this. I'm getting more out of you, of like just in terms of where that anger comes from. It's like having a dad be gone is fucking angering.
Here's the thing, though. He didn't like, if we're all like off funny for a second. He left. They got like divorced, and I saw him like every other weekend. It wasn't he was like gone or whatever. And he was. I'm talking like as if he's listening. Yeah. He was like for really.
If I may,
please.
Seeing your dad once a week in a mansion is better than every day in an apartment.
You would think so.
That was deep.
I'm just gonna say it again. You would think so.
I know, like
but it's a mansion.
I feel like you're never gonna stop saying
got
it.
high C in the fridge.
So. And I just so slowly just fucking start disintegrating.
I don't think I've made this much eye contact truly, like with anyone in my life.
Years, yeah.
But I just can't let go because I'm
don't.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Don't.
What happened in that house in Florida?
And was there an island involved?
I mean, yeah.
Woo! Sweat. What was I saying? No, but like again, off funny for a second. Like there's catch involved in everyday activities. Like that's why. I mean, dude, that's why like. I'm a perfectionist in most things. That's why I'm in comedy. It was all to just be like, hey, I'm really good at X. Hey, I'm really funny. Look at me. Because my mom was a full-time single mom working all the fucking time.
Yeah.
So the amount of attention I got and the things that I got was directly correlated to how good I was and how funny I was.
And same, but something that kicked in for me later with the mom working all the time and I'm neglected, I'm alone all the time, was I basically absorbed her work ethic. And people are like, you work so hard, and it's like, I don't even think of it as work. It's just all I know. Yeah. Like all I know is you go back to the office at 8 p.m. and you stay till 2 a.m. Yep. All I know is like all of her social events were like parties at these things. In my head at the time, I thought she was just like having fun with friends and ignoring me, but she was just like fucking
on some Gary V shit, yeah.
Yes.
And what did she do?
Public relations, like she would throw parties for the designers and stuff like that, and put on the fashion shows and like all the
cocaine,
PR stuff. Yeah.
Weed.
And so I was getting she was actually doing the most incredible parenting, even though it didn't seem like it.
It's weird how it comes full circle.
Because she was wiring my brain to. So like one day you'll look at that and go like, oh my God, my mom doing this and working this hard, and my dad like whatever having to work for like, thank God.
Yeah.
Because I have this now. Because it's something you can't teach and you can't acquire no matter how much.
100%.
What's that?
100%.
No matter how much meditation you get or how much fucking alpha brain you take, that wiring of what you can tolerate.
Deep synapses.
That's it. So just be grateful for being ignored.
Yeah. No, no, 100%. But do you know people that were hugged all the time? You're like, you were a fucking snooze fest of a human being. What are you even talking about? Their birds are chirping. No one cares.
No, I think that to me, I feel like the people that I know, that this is a wild generalization, that come from the most ostensibly, I wouldn't say coddled, but like functional, predictable, stable, consistent household environment, which I think most people associate with being super healthy, ended up on fucking fentanyl and drug and on rehabs and stuff. Because number one, they know someone's gonna help that. They're able to take risks and be taken back in. And also they so they're safe. Like, I can do this drug and my mom will pick me up. I have a car, I have a whatever. Like, you can just get away with, you have health insurance. You guys have
like
doctors.
All the private kid schools. All the private school kids were doing coke in high school, just getting after it like crazy.
My mom said to me, you don't have health insurance, so you cannot get drunk and fucking jump off a building. She was like, I won't fix your legs.
Enough tequila and you'll like, I'll fucking do it. Don't tell me to live my life.
Yeah.
But all the girls I know, there was a private female high school. They all went on to college and like, I don't know what happened, but they all just went straight off the deep end.
Because I was going to say, where do we land on all female schools and all male schools? Do we know people that came out of that without being like Lord of the Flies?
No.
Yeah,
I know very strong examples of both all women and all male. So
Holton Arms, Landon.
Holton Arms, Landon, DeMatha, Gonzaga, Holy Cross.
Madeira.
Moderna.
Yeah.
Would you go to all men's school?
No.
Didn't you?
No, I went to good counsel. It was co-ed. Thank fucking God.
Play, dude.
Yeah, dude. I used to get head in the Rafferty Center.
By your boys.
You know it. Friendship.
Yeah. I don't know. But it was something about that. The second they got freedom.
That's when the cheerleaders were leaders.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Like, you got it, Tom. Yeah. Get in there. Don't come. You got another half to play.
I hit a home run. Didn't even know he played baseball. Don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. All dude school. I only knew one.
I don't know. I was just curious.
So this is my perspective. And so all the dudes, we would go to parties and we'd have the good counsel kids that had, it was a private, but it was co-ed. And then you had like DeMatha kids or Gonzaga kids would show up, all dudes. And for the most part, I'm painting with a broad brush here again.
And Gonzaga, by the way, actually kind of famous for being an incredible basketball school.
Gonzaga and DeMatha, incredible sports teams. Because they didn't have vagina distracting.
True.
Yes.
Yeah, because also, wait, is this true? I think I've asked Rogan this a million times, that fighters save up their
they don't nut
sperm
before the fight.
They don't, like, if you don't have sex before a sporting event, like, you have more testosterone saved up?
So.
This is a hoax, I think.
I do it before shows.
I've heard that. You don't fuck before shows?
Yeah, no, never. Or nut, can't. No, I take a 5 halfway through the set. Be like, we got to change mics. And
dude, I will say, I'd like to ask you both your takes on this. Do you guys, if you don't fuck or whatever, do you guys jerk off before sets is what I'm trying to get to, or no? It's like a strict, like, I'm not going to jerk.
Yeah,
I've definitely done it.
It doesn't alter things at all.
It does not. So,
no.
So you don't
Sex before therapy is the worst idea, though, because then you're just like, what the fuck am I doing here?
But
life's good. I'm fine. I got a nut off. How are you doing, dude? You tell me about your life.
Like, thought about this before.
Really?
Zoom therapy.
I'm not
fucking in the office. Zoom therapy.
Yeah.
You get a nut off, you jerk off, or whatever the hell, and then you're just sitting there in the back. He's like, "So tell me about your life. What's going on?" You're like, "Dude, I'm just kind of vibing." And he's like, "All right, so next week, same time." And that's it.